Welcome to the channel. I'm glad you could make it. It's another beautiful, gloomy, rainy day. Last time we finished the rear end. And then I said we are going to go and check out underneath that cover and we are going to do the pull cord. So what I need to do is get that cover off and that cover off. So give me 1 second. So covers are off. Yeah, I keep going back to that. This was a parts three-wheeler that they just threw together. But anyways, I was concerned with this and it seems fine. Returning back, I mean, I can check the gap between the pickup here, but it's, I don't know, we can deal with that in a second or later or whatever. But yeah, maybe it doesn't feel sticky, so maybe it was all in my mind that it had that timing thing going on. But springs work. It's not gummy, it's returning, or I don't know, I mean, there's mud, it needs to get cleaned up obviously, but the thing I kept putting off. Yeah, so it's full of debris, but here's the reason why it was full of debris, and yeah, this goes back to my parts thing. So when they said, the kid told me that he parked it or stopped driving it because the rope broke this just in, that was a lie. Because there is nothing in here. It's missing the rope pulley. I mean, it's missing everything. Everything is gone. It is just, and that has not been in there in a long time. It's full of mud. It's full of, he wrote it. He wrote it without a rope on it. So I don't know. Buyer beware. Buyer beware. So, well, let me see what I can dig up, if I even have anything for that. If not, boy, this video is going to be real short. The more I look in here, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I can probably just clean it up. It was probably all in my mind, and I must have known in my mind that he lied to me or something, because I've been putting that off, even though I have a rebuild kit and everything for it, but I don't have that pulley. So let me see what I can dig up, and we'll be back. All right. Yeah, while I'm digging up whatever I need to dig up for that deal, let's, well, there's still a plan B. So I got seat cover. Yeah, that's right. And you know that this is a quality seat cover because made in Canada. Yeah. That's right. And, well, hopefully like Alberta, go, you know, the 51st state. I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. If not, whatever. Either way, Canada. So what we need to do before we can put this on is fix that seat bottom. That thing is crusty, rusty, and tetanus waiting to happen. Let me pull it off and I will show you what I mean. All right, as you can see, it's all rotted away here on the seat pan. It's gone. It's sharp. It's tetanus waiting to happen. In fact, when we first saved it, pulled it out of the weeds there, the first thing I did when I took off the seat was jab my hand right on that. So we need to strip this all off and probably either welding a piece of sheet metal here, or I do have laying around somewhere like 1/4-inch round stock that I might be able to just frame it all in with the 1/4-inch round stock and then, you know, weld a piece of sheet metal over the gaps. I don't know, but well, we'll get it all stripped off and see what we're looking at. So yeah, we're not going to do that this week. I mean, you know, God had different plans, so we're gonna do this instead. So let's get this thing all stripped down. Okay, it's all apart. So here is the cover, and it had, I mean, those are just deadly staples. Someone must have probably replaced the cover at one point in time, maybe. I don't know. Could have been original, I guess. But yeah, so the foam is fine. I mean, it's got some rust on it and stuff, but it's nice. The worst part about it is here where they ran a bunch of staples in it instead of here. I don't know. Anyways, so this is just sheet metal, and you can see it's not that bad. The edges are gone all the way around it, but this just looks to me to be like 18 gauge sheet metal probably. So I originally was thinking I could just take like rod and, you know, weld it all the way around the edge, and then it has this, it's just the same fabric as that wrapped around it. So I might do that, but now that I look at it, and all of this needs to be just completely, all the way around needs to be fixed. So I think I'm just gonna go and take some 18 gauge sheet metal, and I will just either cut it to the right size and then cut it out and butt weld it in, kind of like get it to the right depth and then cut it and butt weld it in, or I might just grind this all off and then weld it over it so I know I have the right size and shape and everything. But first thing, it needs to get all cleaned up, and then yeah, I'm just going to take sheet metal, because you can see originally it's just sheet metal anyways, so there's no sense in wasting a bunch of rod to just have to you know, fill it in with sheet metal. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me get that all cleaned up and weld it up. All right, it's done. So here's what I ended up doing. I ended up taking sheet metal and I welded in a piece here. Here's a section. Here's a section. Here's a section. And I did that all the way around. I used like a flux core MIG welder, and then over the top of it, instead of grinding it, because I don't know, I didn't feel like grinding it, this is actually seam sealer. So whenever you weld, you have a better chance of rust reappearing. So I seam sealed over it and then painted it all, and well, that's pretty good. It fits nice. I made sure that everything lined up good here. So it looks like all that's left to do now is put the cover on. There's like some rubber strips in here that are pop riveted through. And on these rubber strips, I mean, that's what, I didn't like it. I don't like how the staples hold in there and then they don't go in very good, and this stuff's just crusty and half of them burnt off when I welded it anyways. So remember, if you want to get Lincoln welder results with Harbor Freight budget, seam sealer. Turned out nice. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. So I think I might use some like zip screws or something to hold that all in. I mean, I think that would probably be just as good, but let me see what I can dig up, and then, well, you'll see it as I'm putting it all back together. Okay, foam's on, seat pan is on, and I started putting the cover on. I started at, this is the front of it, and I'm using these. They're a lathe screw or a lathe screw, and they have a big washer on them. They're like, you know, soft tapping, 1/2 inch, and I am just putting it all the way along at the front, and then I pulled it tight and started it here again at the back, tight, and then now the side, I will pull it over, and it's not bad. I mean, once I get the side pulled over and tightened there, it should be pretty tight. I mean, I didn't, where these staples go in, it's just, I mean, it's missing, and I didn't really like those staples. I know a lot of guys use staples, that's fine, whatever, but I thought I'd go this route with these. So let me get the side all tight, pulled tight around, and we'll zip it down, and I'll show you the finished product. And he will bless the work of your hand. So it's all finished. Man, that looks good. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with it. I don't know. I think it turned out nice. So let's see if it fits. I don't know. I finished it all the way around, and then we put that bar back on. So let's just see how it looks. Wow, that fits nice. I really got to hand it to this Canadian seat cover company, because I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's the nicest thing on this 3-wheeler, I think. Boy, I can't complain at all. So lathe screws, a little bit of welding, some seam sealer, and I mean, that pan turned out nice. Everything fits nice. I mean, it's nice. I guess all that's left to do is to go for a little ride and test it out. I'm just joking. I would not. That'd be hilarious. A 3-minute ride of just my butt slamming up and down on the seat. I won't make you guys watch that. So, but I am going to, however, answer that guy. See, there's that guy over there? Yeah. He's watching this, and he wonders, can you hood slide the Bo Duke, or Luke Duke actually did it. Can you Dukes of Hazzard slide across it? Well, we're going to find out. Nailed it. First try. So it looks good. I like it. I think it turned out nice. So yeah, that didn't happen. That's probably okay, and that's great. So I think that does it for this video. Thanks for watching, and remember, you're special. God loves you very much. You're special in your own unique ways. So till next time, be blessed, and peace.